nightmare.
My X-Men.
Omega level threat detected.
Salut à tous, chose promise, chose due. Voilà la vidéo d'exploration virtuelle des menus du concept de jeu Dragon Ball Raging Blast 3. Avant qu'on attaque, je prends quand même le temps de rappeler qu'il ne s'agit pas d'un jeu actuellement en développement. Tout ça, c'est du concept. Ce sont que des visuels qui cherchent à illustrer ce que les fans demandent le plus. Donc pas d'amalgame. Allez, c'est parti. On commence par l'écran titre du jeu. Tout d'abord, l'idée serait d'avoir à nouveau des menus à la Budokai et Tenkaichi, c'est-à-dire un aspect animé avec des illustrations dessinées, réalisées par un des chefs animateurs de Toei Animation, que ce soit Tadayoshi Yamamuro ou Katsuyoshi Nakatsuru. Donc on oublie les menus dépouillés de Raging Blast 2, qui sont d'ailleurs une conséquence du manque de temps de développement, et on repart sur les recettes qui ont cartonné. J'en profite pour faire un tout petit aparté concernant la cinématique d'intro. Entre 2009 et 2011, les fans avaient demandé à corps et à cri le retour des openings en animé. Et même si Ultimate Tenkaichi est ce qu'il est, faut bien admettre que sa cinématique d'intro envoie du steak, comme celle de Battle of Z. Donc, ce serait l'idée, une séquence en animé bien propre, si possible supervisée par Tadayoshi Yamamuro. Allez, on poursuit. L'écran titre invite le joueur à appuyer sur n'importe quel bouton pour accéder au menu principal. Que voici. On a donc 7 choix. Le mode histoire, le mode héros, le mode versus, le Dragon Challenge, le championnat du monde, le mode entraînement et pour finir les options. On va explorer chacun de ces menus un à un. C'est donc parti pour le premier, à savoir le mode histoire. Il s'agit donc du mode fidèle à l'histoire originale. On arrive directement sur le menu de sélection des sagas. Dès le premier lancement du jeu, on peut choisir par laquelle on veut commencer. Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball GT et pour finir la saga spéciale. Cette dernière contient tout simplement les films comme Broly ou Janemba, les TV Specials, à savoir Bardock et l'histoire de Trunks, et les OAV comme Tarble ou Episode of Bardock. Quand on sélectionne une saga, on accède à un sous-menu qui nous permet soit de continuer la saga là où on l'a laissée, soit de lancer une nouvelle partie, soit de choisir son chapitre parmi ceux qu'on a déjà terminés. Repartons en arrière vers le menu principal. On va maintenant jeter un œil au mode héros. Le Dragon Creator permet de créer ses personnages. Ensuite, le choix Adventure permet de choisir un des persos créés et de se lancer dans un court scénario original, comme c'était le cas dans Ultimate Tenkaichi. Le dernier choix, Hero Mode Settings, concerne les options du mode héros. On passe maintenant au troisième mode du menu principal, à savoir le mode Free Battle. Il s'agit du bon vieux mode versus qui inclut les duels en offline et online, ainsi que les combats libres contre l'ordinateur, le CPU versus CPU, et les options. Ce dernier choix intègre par exemple la durée des combats. Le quatrième choix du menu principal est le mode Dragon Challenge. On y retrouve un mode issu des Tenkaichi, à savoir le ranking de 100 combats. Ensuite, on a les défis en mêlée, où on affronte des vagues d'ennemis. Le premier se joue seul, le second en coop local et online. Pour terminer, 2 modes de défi classiques, à savoir le mode survie et le contre-la-montre. Le choix numéro 5 du menu principal est le célèbre mode championnat du monde, qu'on retrouve dans presque tous les jeux de combat Dragon Ball. Chaque tournoi de l'œuvre originale correspond à des conditions différentes, que ce soit la difficulté, la quantité de participants, le montant de la récompense ou le stage utilisé. Les 6 premiers choix peuvent être joués en local avec plusieurs participants sur la même console. Le dernier choix de la liste amène au tournoi en ligne. Retour au menu principal pour explorer le 6e sous-menu, à savoir le mode entraînement. On y retrouve à peu près le mode de fonctionnement de Budokai avec un tutoriel d'apprentissage basique, un tutoriel pour les joueurs expérimentés et pour finir l'entraînement libre. Pour finir, le 7e choix du menu principal amène aux options du jeu. Le premier choix permet de régler la difficulté de chaque mode de jeu. Le deuxième permet de modifier l'attribution des touches. Le troisième permet de choisir le volume de la musique, des sons et des voix. Il permet également de remplacer une à une les musiques du jeu en apportant nos propres MP3, comme on en parlait dans la dernière vidéo. Screen Settings permet d'ajuster ou de retirer les hubs pendant les combats, ainsi que de modifier la luminosité et la position de l'écran. On a ensuite le choix des voix, à savoir japonais ou anglais. Et pour terminer, la galerie des personnages qui permet de voir les modèles 3D du jeu sous toutes les coutures. Voilà, c'est tout. J'espère que cette visite virtuelle vous a plu et qu'elle vous permet d'y voir un petit peu plus clair dans ce qu'on demande dans le DBRB3 Project. Comme toujours, n'hésitez pas à ajouter un like sur la page Facebook DBRB3 Project si vous voulez nous aider à convaincre Bandai Namco. À la prochaine!
ほら悟空、かかろうか。Get ready!
My Super Sandwiches, Romstar here, and today I'm joined by a very special guest that a lot of you guys know. You might not have seen his face before, but you definitely know him because on his shirt. Go ahead and lift your shirt up. What is that on your shirt? That is the
on my shirt. Raging Blast 3 project.
Yeah,
of course.
This is the one and only, the legendary Treevax himself, the guy that's been working on the Raging Blast 3 project for 6 years now. 6 years, over 6 years, long time.
Exactly.
And I should go ahead and just break down the Raging Blast 3 project in a quick summary so people know what it is, to those who aren't aware of what it is.
I think it's the most important thing in order to start is to say what it is not. It is not a game under development. It's not a game that is about to be released.
Yep.
It's a concept made that I made in order to communicate with Bandai Namco, in order to tell them what most of the people from the community wanted.
Right.
That's a tool. That's a thing to gather people who share the same vision of what they expect in a Dragon Ball game. Actually.
Yeah. And it's very important. This movement actually is what started to open up Bandai's eyes, because the Raging Blast series, to first of all talk about the Raging Blast in general, this series right here, a lot of us love this game, a lot of us didn't like the game, but ultimately what happened was the reason why we never got a third game is because more sales. You can confirm that, right?
Totally.
Expected,
that's the information I have too.
They expected this series to do a lot better than it did, and then it didn't. And the way business works, to those who aren't aware, when a game doesn't sell, you can't justify to do a sequel. However, this doesn't mean that the series is going to be dead forever. And what Treevax actually started 6 years ago has led to Bandai listening to the fans. With Ultimate Tenkaichi, which I'm not a huge fan of that game. Ultimate Tenkaichi was amongst the first time where Bandai actually listened to the fans to what we possibly wanted. Now, obviously, that game didn't work out, but it led to the next games. Battle Z was a multiplayer game, which wasn't a great game at all. But again, they listened and they knew that Battle Z was to be. They knew that they had to do a game that's more about multiplayer, so they gave us Battle Z, and you know how that ended up. Again, not a good game. However, Xenoverse was probably the first time out of all those games in the late years that kind of had a lot of what we wanted, and it's the right step in the right direction. And there will most likely be a sequel at some point in the near future. I mean, it sold well, people loved it, had a great reception, and it felt like a very complete Dragon Ball game, I should say. And when I mean by complete, I mean like in terms of what we wanted. The movement was fluid, the character rosters were great, the visuals were awesome. It was just a fun game. Now the question is will we ever see one of these? And this is kind of why I decided to bring Treevax into my video. I know in the past I've said that Raging Blast 3 will never happen. I've said stuff like, you know, Xenoverse is the future, and it could be. You know, for all we know, it's going to be Xenoverse 3, 4, 5, and 6 over the next 10 years. Who knows? But that's not to say it's completely dead. The thing is, we as fans have impacted the Dragon Ball community so much that if we really fight for it, we can get something in the future. And so Treevax, what's a good way to show Bandai that we're here and that we would not say no to Raging Blast 3? Like, you have your Facebook page, right?
Yes, right. But the thing is, Raging Blast 3, it's just a name. It's only to tell the producers that they have a lot of resources of 3D models, of animation that they made for the Raging Blast franchise.
Right.
And you'll also have some elements from Ultimate Tenkaichi that could be used again, and from Zenkai Battle Royale and Zenkai Battle. All of these is made by Spike Chunsoft. And they also made the Tenkaichi, but Tenkaichi was on PS2, and the resources can't be used anymore because you have those French fries fingers. It's awful. Then the thing is only to say that please, Bandai and Namco, you have all these resources that could be used again. But for the core, for the gameplay, the goal is to bring back the Tenkaichi 3 gameplay that most of the people loved.
Yes.
And you said it a few minutes ago, the sales of it were very good. Then the title is not very important, it's the content that matters. And that's what we try, that's why we try to gather people. It's to say, we want a kind of Tenkaichi 4, but with HD graphics, and you didn't have that in Tenkaichi. That's why I started using a Raging Blast 3 name, but the name doesn't matter, only the content does.
Exactly. So essentially, as Dragon Ball fans, we just want fun combat, we want a large rosters, we want basically what we grew up watching. Like, I mean, it's cool. This is what I always said about the Dragon Ball community. I love that we get a new game every year. So like Dragon Ball Fusions, have you seen that, by the way, the trailer? I'm excited about that game.
Yeah, of course.
I saw a lot of people were kind of in between. A lot of people are excited, a lot of people aren't because it's something different. But the thing that I love about Dragon Ball games is every single year we always get something different. Sometimes it's as fun as awesome as Xenoverse. Sometimes it's Battle Z, and yikes, we don't talk about that. But that's the whole point is we have the option here, the opportunity to get together as fans and really make stuff happen. I mean, I've been doing Xenoverse 2 feedback videos for months now. Like, every time I see something that I would love to see in Xenoverse 1 or in Xenoverse 2, I will sit down and make a video, discuss my own ideas. You guys always comment as well. And that's the beauty of Dragon Ball. Like, we control this fan base. And honestly, I think, again, it's not going to be the revival of this series, but it could be the revival of the games we saw in the past, like a Tenkaichi style game, a Raging Blast style game, using Treevax's plans. Like, we actually have the opportunity to get around as one giant spirit bomb. There we go. One giant spirit bomb.
Exactly.
And basically throw it at Bandai and be like, look, we want this. So the best way to support, what is the best way to support the Raging Blast 3 project?
For the moment, it's to go to the Facebook page called DBRB3 Project, because that's the place where, for the moment, I'm gathering people. And I just checked a few hours ago, we just went over 60,000 supports today. That's the place for the moment where I'm gathering people, but soon I'm working on, I'm planning to make a website so everybody can access it and can bring a support with a name, so I can take the list and give it to Bandai Namco next time I see them.
And be like, look,
I think that's the best solution.
Yeah, I mean, last time when you talked to Bandai was in 2012. Well, when you originally talked to them about the game.
Oh,
you didn't have that much support.
Yeah.
I remember I liked your Facebook page when you had like 2,000 likes on it, which it's a lot of likes, but when you go to Bandai, it's like, oh, it's just 2,000 people. So in the last couple months, especially, the page has grown a lot, and I feel like if we get enough people to go to that page and like it, then if you go to Bandai, be like, hey, listen, there's like 1 million people that like this page now. You guys now have to listen. Then we have a better chance of, pushing for a Raging Blast 3 or a Tenkaichi 4 or whatever. Like, the whole point of this video is to just tell people that, look, you can rant about the next Dragon Ball game all you want, or you can do something to make a difference. And this is the way you make a difference. Like I said, Bandai is listening. I've been doing my feedback videos for a long time. That's because Bandai is listening. Like, they know we'll support the games, and if they give us what we want as fans, we will buy it, which is obviously a smart business decision for them, because then they'll make their money. And again, their business, they're all about making their money, and we're fans, we're all about wanting what we want in our game. So the best and only way for us to really support right now is to gather in one place, form a giant spirit bomb, and then when there's a big enough number of us, when Treevax talks to the Bandai people next time, he can have an army behind him. So I want the whole Super Sandwich army.
The thing is, so far we have already had impact. When we were around 7,000, it's not that big compared to nowadays.
Right.
But back then, when we have shown them the sheets of the project, we asked for the return of the cell shading. We have had it in Xenoverse, actually. Yep. We asked for an improved character creator, having females, having all the races. We have had it in Xenoverse. And they saw in the sheets, they saw Mira and Toa, and they didn't remember about them. They were like, who are they? We tell them, they're from Dragon Ball Online. There's a request from the community asking for them. Uchiyama-san co-produced Xenoverse, was just like that, just that.
Yeah.
And 3 years later, they announced they were back in Xenoverse. Then people can't say that Bandai Namco is not listening. There is a moment after 2007, and for 5 years they didn't listen very much, and they tried new things because they thought the recipe was bad. But nowadays they're extending their development time. They're taking more time to listen to people. Then this is the moment.
Yep, exactly. And even if we don't get a Raging Blast 3 in the future or a Tenkaichi 4, the beautiful part is they will take the feedback what we want. Because like I said, you have Treevax to thank for a lot of stuff that we got in today's future. I'm serious. People have you to thank because...
No. I just gathered people, but the requests were from the community.
Yeah.
I'm just putting pictures on it in order to communicate with Bandai Namco, because they're speaking Japanese. They in the past they really cared about what the Japanese people were expecting, the Japanese fans, and now they have to change their vision because the games don't sell very well in Japan, and I mean the console games, because their arcade brings them a lot of money, of course. But the thing is, now they have to take a look at what Europe and the United States are expecting, and they have to change their product depending on that.
Yeah. So with that said, I want everybody that's watching this video to, number one, like the Facebook page in the description below. This is very important. And if you have 10 accounts, do it from 10 accounts because we need to have as many numbers as possible. 2, go to Treevax's YouTube page as well, which I'll link in the description below. Subscribe to him. He'll have all the updates when he has new stuff to show you guys with his project there. So make sure you subscribe to him. And 3, never let the dream die. Never let the dream die. Never stop having feedback. Never give up, and always support the community because, like I said, this is our community. Other communities, like the other anime games, they get what they get because that's what they get. We, on the other hand, we have been very vocal, we have been very loud, and we've been all together in one group. And because of that, we have forced Bandai to listen to us. Because of how awesome our community is, we have forced them to basically see what it is that we want because they know we'll buy their games and support it. And if we get what we want, we'll buy the games and support it. So it's a win-win situation. So if we really want to get Raging Blast 3s in the future or more games with what we want to see, this is our chance. This is our time now to basically get together and grow as a community even bigger than before. So again, like Treevax's page, subscribe to his YouTube channel, and we'll see what can happen in the future. I mean, never stop giving feedback. Like I said, just let everybody know what you want, and over time they will hear it. Like, they can't ignore our giant numbers, and this is our time. Treevax, is there anything else that you want to add before we end this?
Express yourselves, really. That's
yeah,
important.
pretty much.
That's exactly what you were saying, because there are people complaining about the games they receive, but they just say, I don't like it.
Yeah.
No, come on, guys, say what you want.
Yeah.
Don't say you don't like it. Express what you want.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Dragon Ball Z Games Facebook page official. This is where Bandai Namco communicates. That's the best place to say if you like or don't like something. And you've got the official platforms like the forum. I know there is one for the United States, one for Europe.
Mm-hmm.
Really, that's the place you need to express yourselves.
Yeah,
really.
and whenever the next Dragon Ball game gets announced, it's important, like what Treevax said, is you have to have feedback. Don't just say, oh, this game sucks. Because I remember when Xenoverse was coming out, a lot of people were brushing the game off just because it's kind of natural for a community in the anime world to do that. It's like, oh, that sucks, I don't want support. It's like, that's not the right way to do it. The right way to do it is to speak out. You speak out, the developers will hear what happens, what we want, and they'll give it to us. So it's important to not just brush stuff aside. You have to fight for it. If you want something, you fight for it. And with that said, if you want this to get a sequel or future games that have, features and functionalities that we want to see, then this is how you do it. This is step 1. So yeah. Treevax, I want to thank you for joining us. Again,
You're welcome.
Hopefully we can continue to grow the community. Thank you for everything you've done in the community, because like I said, you had a big impact in Xenoverse that people didn't even know about. And hopefully we can keep going in the future of getting what we want in the Dragon Ball Z game community. So thank you for that. Thank you.
Thanks.
And to those watching this video, again, it's all about that support. So, like I said, head over to Treevax's page, subscribe to his YouTube channel. Keep talking, keep being as loud as possible, and we'll see what happens. Thank you. We'll see you guys next time.